Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1 F5 division. Here for the round number 15 of the season, it is the Italian Grand Prix, the Festival of Speed at Monza. This is going to be a high-paced, hectic Grand Prix, hopefully with some good clean racing, but we'll definitely have the entertainment. The F5 division brings the entertainment factor. We have a full 20-car grid as well, which is fantastic to see at this stage of the season, and this towards the end of the cycle of this game, so fantastic to see. And yeah, it should be an entertaining one. I'm back in the box once again. I did F2 on Sunday, F3 yesterday, but I'm back, and this is the one I enjoy the most. Yeah, I said it, F5 is my favourite, so come at me. It's RSF1 Rubens, also known as Michael, and I'm back once again with Rogue.
Hello.
Good evening to you, Rogue.
Hello.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm right. Feeling positive. It's already a good start. I've already involved my voice, unlike last week. So people can actually hear me straight away this time. So that's positive.
Oh yeah, you included your audio.
Yeah.
To ask.
Oh, yeah, it's included this week.
All right. What can you remember about Belgium last week?
F5.
Yes.
Probably one of the most entertaining races of the season so far, I think. Well, I've watched anyway. Is it Tacticals? Yeah, Tacticals. What a race he had. A little bit unlucky. They didn't get the win. Like we did say to both of them. Even you said you'd like it the other way round. I probably would like it the other way round as well. Like Tacticals did deserve it after the drive he had. Raikkonen.
I mean, that's nothing against. Nothing against.
No, Raikkonen had a great
Raikkonen,
race
though, is it?
himself. Yeah, Raikkonen just pulled away and just kept himself to himself and just done the job perfectly. But yeah, I just think Tacticals had a great race. Just unlucky. He's got a good second. All in all, isn't it? Really, got a good second.
I mean, really, it's the only... Oh, jeez, Daniel. Really, the only reason we want it the other way around is because Tacticals, we want him to get his first win, don't we? He's tried so hard all season to get it. It's been so close. Like his teammate Raikkonen, and obviously Raikkonen has got his win. He got 2 in a row, actually. He's the guy in form going into the day. In terms of the championship, pressure is on the Renaults, I'd say, Rogue, after last week. No points at all for Renault, and a 1-2 for Ferrari.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting this week, I think. I feel like McCracken and Andy are definitely going to be up there with the 2 Ferrari boys, but I think that Monza's such a fast track. It's such a well-known track as well on this game. Quite a lot of people you find, it's like in Australia, a lot of people practice this track because it's quite a lot of people like it, I think. So it's more of a faster track. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of time which separates the many divisions. So
yeah, I said this earlier this week. It's the easiest one to learn,
yeah,
but one of the most difficult to be quick, isn't it? Because the way to be quick around here is to push the track limits, push the boundaries of it.
Yeah.
It's a very fine line to be quick. Obviously, it's the easiest place to learn no traction. I would say as well. It's probably, you've only got the chicanes and the Ascari really to cope with. Although there are difficult corners to cope with, because that's the other challenge around here, isn't it? Because you've got the long straights, you've got to have like a low aero. But the low aero means you're going to be very difficult in the corners, and the corners is where you make your time at this track, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I'd probably say Sector 2 is very key in this track. You've got to get that straight line speed, obviously, down the 2 back straight, or the back straight and the main straight. You have to get them. So they're like a key part of your setup. But then you also need that turning to be able to get through that second sector as fast as you possibly can. And then obviously you got the fast left and right in sector 3. Well, so be an interesting race to watch.
Most certainly, it should be anyway, because always the racing is good, and obviously these drivers have gotten better over the season, haven't they? They've we can't really put that label of they're learning their racecraft. I mean, some of them still are, but
I still am.
So do I as well. So do I. But you know what I mean. Obviously, at the beginning of this season, we had completely new drivers that hadn't been in league racing before. Obviously, we've lost a few, gained a few, but yeah, they almost become like family, don't they? You get to know what kind of these drivers are like.
Yeah, you do. You know who are the good ones and who are the dodgy ones. Yeah, it's been nice though, because it's not just 3 or 4 people just running away with it. I think like there's a good 6-7 people in the mix who can definitely batter at you, like you can actually see. But going, oh well, you might actually be worth a go this race, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I feel this race, very open. Yeah,
full grid as well. Obviously, a few changes we need to take a note of. Timmer is now, obviously, he's now back in the lead, but he is technically a reserve still. He's waiting for full-time drive. He is in place of Shadow Moses, which is a shame because I really want Shadow to score his first points of the season. He's yet to do so, but I'm sure he'll be back at some point. But yeah, so Timmer's in the Mercedes. We've also got MT the Mighty, who's another reserve. He is in for Force Manure in the AlphaTauri. And apart from that, we have everyone else, including McCracken, because he missed Belgium last week. So welcome back, McCracken.
Yeah.
Again, pressure on him to get back under the scoring because he missed last week. He's lost ground to his teammate Andy, Tedist, and even Raikkonen, who's now in the mix.
Saying about Monza, what times do you reckon will be pole tonight?
Well, we've already got a 19.4 for Mandy, as I've just seen Tacticals had a big moment there for the Lesmos. In fact, he's a bit jumpy on my screen. Rogue, is Tactical jumpy on my... Oh, Immortal's gone.
I think he's just span it, isn't he? Immortal?
Yeah, Immortal's through the edge of the Lesmos. Is Tactical's jumpy on your screen? Because of mine, he is. He's doing a little dance in his car.
Yes.
That's a bit problematic. We'll have to keep an eye on that. As Timmer, jeez, I'm gonna get very close to that Ferrari on the run to Parabolica. Obviously, the Ferrari home track, they've got to carry on the momentum from Belgium last week.
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say.
As we got a bit of time, actually, Ro, do you want to go through the standings at the moment? We mentioned it a couple of times.
Yes, I can. Jesus. 1 second. And a bit of computer difficulties.
That's alright. Right, because they're starting a lap. Tacticals, I think, have validated this first one. Obviously easy to do around here.
Right, let's go from first to last. Currently in first, we have Andy Yushkin still on 177 points. We have in second now, we have RSF1 Raikkonen on 140 points. In third, we have Tedis on 139 points. In fourth, we have McCracken in 128 points. In fifth, we have Tacticals on 119 points. In sixth, we have Dano on 93 points. In seventh, we have Lincoln on 93 points. In eighth, we have Source on 80 points. In ninth, we have Hippo on 61 points. In 10th, we have Daniel P45 on 60 points. In 11th, we have Only Destroyer on 50 points. 12th, we have Your Boy on 42 points. 13th, we have RSF1 Locker on 37 points. 14th, we have Commando on 28 points. 15th we have Immortal on 13 points. 16th we have Stars Orphan on 9 points. 17th we have Chronic Buds on 6 points. 18th we have Force Manure on 5 points. And 19th and 20th we have Kabuki and Shadow Moses both on 0 points.
Okay, thank you very much. So, obviously Raikkonen's 2 wins have leapt him right into the championship fight, and there was actually a couple of weeks ago, Rogue, that he was initially going to miss Monza because of work, but he's managed to move his schedule around, apparently. I can't imagine the conversation he had with his work boss, but...
What are you moving it? Well, I've got this really important Formula 1 race.
At Monza, I'm in a Ferrari. Do you know the connection? I need to... It's important. I need to race it.
I am the only Ferrari.
Yes. Yeah, so it's obviously... I'm kind of glad that he has, kind of, because he's put a lot of hard work into his season, and it's good that he can race, because obviously last season he was part of the F4 division and missed a few races because of work. So the fact he's doing... It's not affecting this much. It's good. It's good, and keeps the championship alive. And yeah, it was at a point. Take nothing away from Andy, because Andy again has been really good, been really consistent. But it was getting to a point where, like a month ago, we were thinking, oh, he's got a bit of a gap now. Can anybody catch him? The fact that it's closing up as a neutral is very, very good. It's good for the pair of us, because if it goes down to the wire.
Definitely makes it more entertaining, because one little slip up from one driver can change the points and change the structure so much, because it's so close at the moment. So
yeah,
it's definitely going to be interesting towards the final 5, I'd say. We've got 8 left, haven't we, right now? We've got 8 left.
Yeah, I've still got a couple of notable tracks. You've got Singapore next week, and that could really shake things up, couldn't it? Because that's if you like it, you love it. If you don't, you absolutely despise it.
Every time I've raced Singapore on RSF1, it's been raining. So, and I mean, the last races, all I've raced is in rain. So F4 is absolutely cursed. It's literally just pure rain every time.
Yeah. And obviously you've got Russia after that, you've got Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, and obviously Abu Dhabi, the finale.
Yeah. It's always a good track to end on, isn't it?
Just out of curiosity, Rogue, as it was announced as, Raikkonen, 3rd lap on the softs, gets within a 2/10 of Andy, so that's tantalising, them 2 at the top, to begin with. I don't know if you saw the announcement, what was it, I think it was the Sunday of the Race of Champions at the end of the season.
Yes.
We're going to have.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
so out of curiosity, please don't tell me you've closed it down and have to open that championship standings up again.
No, they're still there.
Okay, so top 4 currently. Who would qualify for it?
So we've got Andy Ishkin, Raikkonen, Teddiston, and McCracken.
Ooh, that's a nice little team, isn't it?
That's that top 4. But Tacticals could also come into play, as he's only 10 points behind McCracken. No, sorry, not 10 points. He's 9 points behind McCracken. Yep. And then Dano could potentially come into it if he starts picking up some bigger points, because he's only 30 points behind. So it's one of those. Like, it's going to be a battle for. At the moment, it's looking like battle for 4th, so top 4 sort of thing, because or top 5 in theory, because it's so close between them. It's literally just a couple. Say if one gets 5th, one gets 8th or something. It's just them small little amount of points, or say if someone got 2nd and 6th sort of thing. So there's no room to slip up at the moment out of them top 5 really. So yeah, if they're willing, if they're wanting to race in there, they've got to knuckle down, I'd say.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Race of Champions at the end of the season. That was kind of the idea. Well, there's 2 ideas behind it. One is obviously one last hurrah in this game, I guess. Plus, we're not waiting like a month before we're, racing competitively again. It minimises the time.
It's all good for me though.
I've
only got to gain about 200 points and I'll be in there.
I'll probably be streaming it more than likely. I've only got 1 point so far, so no way I'm getting into it.
Just the two of us. We'll be fine. We'll be fine here.
Yeah, we'll be good. Secondly, obviously, it gives people that are kind of near that top four, as you were mentioning, there's like 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th in this division that could sneak into that. It could be something they want to take part in.
It gives them more drive, I'd say.
Yeah.
Gives them something to battle for. If they know they're not going to win the championship, battle to try and get into that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Battle to get into the Champions League.
Yeah.
You want to throw a football reference out there? Source manages to get into the next session only just. That puts McCracken actually on the bubble. I completely missed it. That would be a big surprise. The championship contenders, Renault. McCracken in 16th. I mean, Andy's topped the session and he's easily safe.
I think Andy's on. Kraken's currently on the lap right now.
As is Timmo, is the other one outside the top 10. The rest, Empty the Mighty might be under a bit of pressure. Kabuki, Orphan and Immortal already gone, unfortunately. Timmer's found the 10th, but he needs to find a little bit more. And he's cut over the last bit of Ascari, so Timmer's done. Timmer is out in the Mercedes. So it's just McCracken. And he's got to find... He's not going to find much, but he's got to get into it.
He's got to take Ascari perfectly. And then the Paraveropa... Well, that's easy for me to say, wasn't it? He's got to take that with some confidence. He's just got to go for it.
He's only 100th up. That's not enough.
Is that it?
No, he's got to find a little bit more. This is a big surprise that he's not like hooked up, because he normally easily through into like Q2 and then touching on Q3. So
he's well out.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he does.
He does.
Empty the mic.
So P12.
He will not be happy with that. He will not be happy. Is it on?
No.
It's only on. Well, he's done 5 laps, but is that how old is his current tyres? He's done them on. Is that 5-lap-old tyres he's done them on? Or?
Yeah, that's the same set.
So he's done that on 5-lap-old tyres. That's not bad.
That's not bad, but just risk himself and nearly going out of the first session.
He's learned from me last season being my teammate.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I used to do last season.
Right, so out of Q1, MT the Mighty only just missing out by 500ths behind RSF1 Source, who was struggling a little bit. Immortal in 17th. I think he crashed against the Lesmos. Orphan in 18th. Timmer 19th. And Kabuki 20th. The top 3 Rogue?
Top 3. In first we have Andy Uskin, Raikkonen in 2nd, and Dano in 3rd. So, top. Dano's, that's a little bit of a shock there with Dano. That's a good lap. I feel like he could definitely push on a lot more. Yeah, Q3 sitting low 19s. I'm hoping. Sorry, Q1. Q3, I'm hoping it's going to be in the 18s. It's possible.
That'd be good pace, because we've seen like F3 and F2 guys in the 18s, so this is F5, remember? But yeah,
I definitely feel like 18-9 is in contention.
Yeah,
quite a few of these.
I had to do a shout out here from Racing Series to set a course, so that's RSF1 Rebster. Good evening to you, Rebster. I salute you. You can't see me saluting, but you can trust me, right? I did salute twice. For the new Twitch channel, we are still racing under Racing Series, so in the chat there's a Racing Series Assetto Corsa, because I believe he's got a league or championship set up on Assetto Corsa. That's him, and I believe Bodder is in there as well. Obviously, if you're interested in ACC, I've just got back into it myself, so yeah, it's a pretty decent game, and they released a new set of tracks: Alton Park, Snetterton, and what's the other one? Alton Park, Snetterton, and Oh my god, the other one is ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, give them a follow. They've got a little series going up on there, so here we go. Right, Q2 strategy, Lincoln. Not Lincoln. Sorry, I'm on board.
Hello.
I'm on board with Lincoln. I'm on board with Lincoln. You are Rogue.
Oh, I am Rogue.
Lincoln was with me yesterday. That's why I'm getting all confused as well. And I'm watching him. Strategy. What are we looking at here? On the
Personally,
races we've had.
I haven't watched any races this week, so I don't really know. But from past, I'd probably say it's always a medium. Is it medium soft? Can you do medium soft? Or
Medium,
soft,
soft, medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always find them to. Obviously, it's better if you can start on the mediums because you get that higher tyre, harder tyre. And you saw last week with the strategy with Raikkonen done compared to Tacticals, where Tacticals on a soft medium and Raikkonen done a medium soft. It's complete different strategies. They're both right next to each other at the end, but Raikkonen just had the better tyre because at the end of the day, softs are going to be quicker than the mediums, aren't they? So
also with the trap rubbered in as well,
exactly. They're going to be supersonic.
Now,
supersonic, ironic.
Yeah, so the two things I've seen, like the two races I've done this week, is if you can get through on the mediums, I'll take my virtual hat off to you, because the difference between softs and mediums, like, the divisions are close, very, very close. And a track like this is very, very close as well. So, if someone can get through on the mediums, great, as you say. And it's, again, they then have to stick with the lead pack, which is going to be very, very difficult to do. There's a couple that's capable, but they have to do a Herculean lap, as Source is completely cut through Ascari there, on his set. They have to do a Herculean lap, in my view, just to get through.
Yeah. They want to be looking, well, they have to be looking 19s. Looking at Q1 last one, the 12th place was a 20.3 was 12th place. So people are naturally going to get faster if you're going to be pushing a lot more. So I definitely feel like the 19s you're going to have to be in. Otherwise it's just not going to work.
One of the Haas drivers, ex-Mando, is right at the exit of Ascari. Almost had a moment there. Lincoln just about avoided him. Yeah, 19s, I think they're going to have to get on the medium tyres. I don't... Again, there may be one or two that could possibly... I mean, look, Dano was obviously quick in Q1. He's done a 21.3. 20.6 for Lincoln is not too bad, but again, it's not the 19s, which a lot of these soft guys are going to do.
Yep.
It's worth an effort, though.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a go if you want to try and get on the mediums. Because you've always got a couple of laps on them if you really want to go for it. But it's a question of Source nearly done it. Whew.
Got away with that as well.
Yeah, it certainly is a question of, do you want to set a medium lap first, or do you want to wait till the end and just commit? It's one of those, really, isn't it?
Yeah, good lap from Hippo to go top of the 19.8. Just ahead of Daniel. Hippo's getting a good qualifying positions under his belt, isn't he, lately? Last few weeks.
He's picking up massively, Hippo is. I feel like he's practicing a lot more. Like he's socialising with quite a few people in this league. So I feel like he's practicing a lot more with a lot more people in this current league. So I feel like he's getting better naturally. The more you practice, the better you get. I feel like he's enjoying it. So it'd be nice to see him get manage to get top 10 this week, because he had a good race last week. But I just felt sorry for him after the final lap when he absolutely ruined it.
Yeah, penalties, wasn't it?
Yeah, he ruined it into the wall, didn't he? Had a red wing and a... Yeah, feel a little bit sorry for him.
Raikkonen cut the second chicane, the Roger chicane, a bit too much.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mando's had a big odd moment up to the first chicane.
A little bit too much power on the apex there, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, we have two people. We have Tennis and your boy racing. Strategy, let it pass, let it pass.
They both come out the pits at the same time, or something?
Yeah, they did.
Slipstreaming, possibly?
Leave Teddy's free air. Give him clean air, give him clean air.
Well, they're going to do a slipstream. You reckon?
I wouldn't imagine they'd be in each other's party. Well, they might be.
No, they would be. No, they are.
The thing is, though,
I have to check.
There's no point there being a slipstream here because your boy's gone softs. Teddy's on mediums. Mediums are about a second as lap slower, nearly. Yeah, now your boy's coming through. It'd be wise if your boy went first. Yeah.
Oh no, they were just letting the house driver go by of a destroyer. Actually, to be fair, of the two, you'd have Tedist up front because obviously I reckon he's going to do 2 laps on those mediums. Your boy's only going to do 1 lap on his softs.
Yeah.
So like they slipstream your boy, and then your boy does it the other way around.
Yeah, maybe.
Locker almost getting in the way of them. See whether it works. Andy's gone onto the softs. Lincoln's onto the softs now. See, Lincoln already is 5th on a 20.6.
And he's thinking softs, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get a tiny bit of slipstream through Curva Grande. I think they're possibly thinking after the Lesmos here.
Maybe, yeah.
This is fascinating to me because it's like only the 2nd or 3rd time out of the entire season, out of every division, that I've seen slipstream like teamwork going on. There goes Andy, 19.3. He's on it tonight.
Yeah. Raikkonen came across the line with 20.8 on the mediums.
Couple tenths slower than Lincoln, so Lincoln's actually quickest of those on the tyres.
Your boy did just set purple sector, so it looks like he's on for a very fast lap. But
yeah, it's getting a big load of slipstream.
The slipstream is very, like, literally paying off so much. Like, it's good to see. Really good to see. Teamwork. Loving it.
The only thing I would say is, like, especially Parabolica just there, is a little bit of dirty air.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
19.9.
There's a brilliant middle sector though, so.
Yeah, but he's not ahead of Tedis now, so Tedis can't get the favour back, I guess.
Well, he could have if he cut that corner, but
Now, Hippo. Now.
What did Hippo say?
Team, move him up, move him up, move him up. I know what he's on about.
Oh.
No, you can't.
Who's he on about?
Andy, he's saying about Andy, he's wanting to move him up to a higher division. No, it's far too late for that. Far too late.
I don't think. No, there's no point whatsoever. What's the point of moving someone up? There's going to be no challenge at the top.
Yeah.
Raikkonen would just run away with it, or tacticals, or something like that. Just run away with it. There's no point. Where here, you're leaving this in. There's more. It's more competitive. He's not a lot faster. A 19.3 is not particularly, not like pass beatable.
Yeah.
So.
We've seen people get close to it as well. Exactly. Apparently Hippo wants you to look at its middle sector for some reason. I don't know why.
Why am I looking at someone's middle sector?
Hippo's middle sector. He said, look at my middle sector with a winky kiss face.
How do I look at someone's middle sector?
Race director, lap times. Or go in there, game tag, and it'll be lap times. Or his purple middle sector or something? Probably.
Oh. 26.5.
Yeah. So you're making Rogue do a bit of work there at Hippo for you. See whether it is actually purple middle sector.
Wasn't. Joking. It's 26.5.
Right. Currently the only one who's not gone onto softs is Dano, but he's like coming towards into the pits.
There's plenty of time to go back in if he wanted to.
And McCracken had a bit of a slide through Ascari.
He's 9 tenths down though. Oh. 20.1. It's a good lap.
I'm in a bit of trouble.
20. Oh, was that on soft as well?
Yeah.
Thought it was on medium.
So I was saying he might be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
Really needs to get in the 19s, to be honest.
Watch tactical go round. If you want.
Yep. Right, here he goes through Curva Grande. Keep it as right as possible. A little bit of movement. Obviously, Curva Grande is big curve in English. Now into the second chicane, which is the Roger. Go over the curbs a little bit. Hopefully the car doesn't upset if you go over it too much. First Lesmo. Nicely done. Second Lesmo has got to be very careful about this because of the curb. Get the exit perfectly right, and it's done so very nicely. Open up the DRS on the straight down to Ascari. Very, very tricky corner because you've got to make sure to not cut the first part.
Oh,
no. Set like that.
You cursed him.
Wow.
I saw it literally.
He's got time
no,
though.
As he turned in. I saw him turn in so early.
That's the problem with that corner, because again, you turn in too early and you cut it, turning too late and you get caught in that curb on the right hand side.
In all fairness, he
But
can go in and pit. Oh, okay, he's going for another.
I was going to say, he doesn't want to run too far wide that last corner, because that will validate the next one.
Really, he needs Raikkonen to get going and give him a tow, but doesn't seem like his teammate wants to do that.
Yeah, kind of the Ferrari coming out of there of Raikkonen actually would have put him off slightly going into the braking zone of that first chicane. Not ideal. What also isn't ideal, he has to do a second lap on those softs just to get through. He doesn't have time anymore. Now all the pressure is on this lap.
He's a little bit too easy round there, wasn't it? He's a little bit more, what's the word?
Cautious.
Yeah, that's the word. That's what I was looking for, thank you very much.
Well, yeah, because he's got a set of added. Oh,
that was pushing it.
Yep. You kind of held your breath and tensed up a little bit, didn't you? Now this is where you cut it last time. How cautious is he going to be? Is he going to chuck it in again? Or give it a wide berth this time? Locker, 19-3, Locker. Move him up.
Yeah.
Joking.
Game gone.
Where's that come from, Locker? Jesus. I'm trying not to sound too surprised. Seems an okay lap from Tacticals. Is it going to be enough to put him through? In the 19s. Oh, yeah, third. It's fine. There we go.
Mando's going for another lap, it looks like. Even though he's fourth. I'd probably say he's safe on a 19.7, but...
Yeah, doesn't need to go again, I don't think.
Daniel P45's just coming across to do a lap now. I'd probably say... We've got Lincoln on that outlap. Lincoln on an outlap. Who else we got on a lap? Tennis is currently on a lap
as well.
Dano's currently on a lap. Raikkonen is currently on a lap, I think.
Dano will be the next one. See if he can demonstrate the middle part. Yeah, see the right hand curb there. Don't want to go over it too much. Last part as well can obviously throw your car if you use it.
You've got to try and take that corner as straight as possible. You've got to try and like straighten your car up through it. If you straighten your car up through that, you're making tenths and tenths on other people, I tell you that. There's just a way you've got to take. If you know how to take that corner, you're getting 10. You'll get pole on anyone else. Try and take it
7 seconds to go. Kraken is out because he's already retired. Ronit Buzz is on in 10th. Here comes Raikkonen, the 6th. Oh, you can go quicker than that. Slightly conservative. Tennis is out.
Daniel P45's pitted, so he seems like he's a bit confident in saying there. Only Destroyer has not improved.
It's just the 2 Racing Points who are just coming to the last corner now. Both
Very
still
close
on laps. Tennis is out, Rogue. Championship contender is out.
Yeah, I know.
11th at best.
So both coming through Parabolica now. Source setting a 19.8. Lincoln coming through and setting... What do you reckon he's going to be? Low 90s, isn't he? Yeah, 19.7.
19.7. Yeah, Nox, Destroyer, and your boy Prix.
Is Destroyer out?
Out as well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Destroyer 11th. And nobody on mediums. All on softs.
Very interesting to see Teddis go out and McCracken.
And
Very
Kraken, yeah.
interesting to see them two guys go out.
2 championship contenders.
Seems like they're struggling to set a lap or like get a lap together.
I actually think they've got caught out by how close it is, because look, from 4th down to 13th is 2 and a bit tenths.
Yeah.
That's insane. I think they've just got very unluckily caught out there.
Yeah. It's close, isn't it? Really close.
4 tenths from 4th to 15th. Midfield is insanely close.
It's good though. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, not what Teddis and McCracken need, but they're both capable of getting decent points from there, though. So,
yeah.
And then Locker topping the session. That is a bit of a surprise, because he qualifies decently, but I don't think he's had a pole this season, has he? And he's now put himself into contention for it.
He hasn't, indeed. Has not. So with this track warming up a little bit, going into the final qualifying, I definitely feel like there's a couple more attempts. Easy. A couple more attempts. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the 18.9.
Yeah, I've just seen Destroyer and your boy Prix done exactly the same time, a 19.907.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Apparently Hippo did only 1 lap and he was 9th, so yeah, very well done Hippo into Q3. But this is where it all matters, Rogue, isn't it? This is where
the big boys come out to play.
Yeah, this is where the tension comes up. This is where you would leave nothing on the line. This is where you could see mistakes, bottled laps,
retired cars.
A lot of invalid laps, especially around here as well.
Leave it all. Give everything. Put all your eggs in one basket.
See, I've not had many Q3 appearances this season, so I've had like 1 or 2.
But a fair few.
Never had one last week. Had one last week, it was good. Right, pole position predictions. Who are you going for? There's a few contenders here, to be honest.
I'm really not too sure. After seeing Locker put in that lap, it's really mixed things up. I'm going to stick with it though. I reckon Andy's going to get pole.
Okay.
I reckon Lincoln's second.
Okay.
And I reckon Raikkonen third.
Nice. Do
you want me to see if I'm going? It's 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Lincoln's actually leaving it later compared to everyone else. He's staying in the pits, so he's only got 1 more set of tyres left. I'm going for Racing Point 1-2. I'm going to go Lincoln ahead of Source. And then the 2 Ferraris.
What, in qualifying, yeah?
Yeah, Lincoln, Source, Raikkonen, Tacticals in that order.
Right. I feel like I've got to give Locker a bit of a go as well.
I think it would be close. That's the thing. I think it'll be very, very close.
Did he put everything into that last qualifying though? Like, that is the question. Obviously, did he put everything into Q2 there?
Is it that 1 every 50 kind of lap where you nail it?
Yeah. I
hope
he shocks me, and I hope he gets pole.
Yeah. Same. Humble me down, Locker.
I want to see other people get up there, because it's just going to make it more competitive again.
Be his first pole if he does. I believe so. There's quite a few here that could get their first pole. Hippo as well, X-Mando.
We are currently seeing Source on the first lap of Q3, coming into a
decent lap so far, actually.
Yeah, obviously purples because it is the first lap. Very deep into there. He's just lost about a second.
There we go. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
That's how easy to lose it through the middle part of Ascari. Of course, if you do that in the race, that's even worse, because
Oh,
you may
yeah,
not be able to catch it.
It's not even a case of that. You'll catch that in the race, but you're getting absolutely swarmed. If there's a car behind you, you're not going to be able to do anything there. So Andy Yushkin,
Invalid.
Yeah, straight back in. Romano setting
Mando
at 20,
20.3,
Dano
Dano.
setting at 19.7. Oh, look at Hippo and Dano, so close.
Just behind. Raikkonen at 20.0, no can go quicker than that. Tacticals as well to 20.0. Now that could be a banker lap on a used set of tyres, or that could be a mistake.
I'd imagine so. It is all about getting that banker lap first, isn't it, really? It's all about that.
Yeah.
You get that banker lap, you then chill. You can then just calm down, and then you know you're top 10. So.
So it's Lincoln and Daniel that, well, Daniel backed out of his lap for some reason. Lincoln obviously went later than everyone else. Source and Andy. Yeah, Source and Andy went invalid on their first runs.
So currently the only one out setting laps now is Lincoln, I feel.
Oh yeah, Daniel's gone back into the pits. The rest are going back into it. Bit over the curves, a bit too much from Lincoln into the first chicane, but coming through Grover Grande now.
Yeah, maybe affecting the traction at the corner, but shouldn't do too much. Purple sector. Oh, that's invalid. Oh my god, how's that not invalid?
Very cool.
That was lovely, that
almost
was.
went slow-mo. Raikkonen goes provisional pole, 19.6, a second lap on the sauce. So that's how he's done that. I feel
Looking
like
very smooth from Lincoln. Very smooth.
Smooth, but maybe not too fast.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's going purple, but it's very deep.
He didn't get that turn in at all.
But he seems like he's got that. He's not going to lose too much time there. But yeah, it just seems smooth. Doesn't seem that fast though. I feel like it's going.
Deceiving.
I feel like he's going to be fast, but it just seems very smooth. What's nice to see. Yeah.
Fastest, 19.5. What do we know?
As I said, it seems smooth. It's setting purple.
Is it just me, or is it getting very cloudy?
It is.
Like,
is there any rain?
I mean, it's just
Hippo? Is there any rain?
6 minutes. Still got 6 minutes left in this session, so if there is rain, you're gonna have to get on with it. I think all of a sudden it got very dark.
So Wise Phoenix has predicted Andy Yushkin first, Dano second, and Raikkonen third. So that's another one to see.
Just got a message from somebody. I don't know why that would be. I'll check it in the from the qualifying to the race. Andy, bit rough over the second chicane. I feel like Andy is getting the pressure of Q3, to be honest, because he already validated his first run.
He always does.
Yeah. Made a mistake through there. Might not cost him too much, but
he's certainly going for it though. He's not holding back.
Got to get a lap on the board. Already got Raikkonen on the front row currently.
Oh, he's gone. He's
gone.
No! Catch it! It! He's gone.
He's out. Oh dear. Uh-oh.
Done it last week to me as well. I'm gonna stop saying he's gonna get pole.
Wow.
She's not looking good for Renault. It's giving the Ferrari boys easy runs.
You can tell from my voices, we both knew that as soon as he hit that curb.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. We know how this goes. We know how this track is. It's horrible. Yeah.
So this is a huge, huge opportunity for, well,
Ferrari and Racing Point.
Yeah. In particular, Raikkonen and Tacticals, actually. If they can qualify pretty decently, like you know, well inside the top 5. Daniel got too greedy on the first Lesmo. He's invalidated his run as well.
Is he going to pit again, or is he going to...
He'll... depends if he has another set left. if this is his last set. Championship status. Quick summary, you got Andy leading by, what was it, 27 points I think over Raikkonen. And then you got Teddyst in third, just ahead of McCracken. There's about 50 points separating all four, then you got Tacticals just behind as well.
Raikkonen 37 points behind Teddyst, 1 point behind Raikkonen, and McCracken is 9 points behind Teddyst.
And Andy actually looking at his last two results, obviously he didn't score in Belgium and he got an 8th in Hungary.
I feel like
so
the
he's going
getting to him. Oh, that's a massive. Oh, Sauce. What is he down there? He's done it again. Turned in far too early. And he hasn't got time on board yet, and this is really going to cost him now because they're going to be very cautious on his last lap.
He did that a bit in Q1 as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was late to set a lap because he validated all his first ones.
Yeah. Watching Tacticals though, he's only half a tenth up on his time currently. I mean, it's not particularly what you want to be looking for, really, is it? You want to be looking a lot more.
Yeah. Decent middle section on Tacticals, nice through Ascari. 10.5 up, which just get him into the top 4. And Hippo's still up there in 4th. This is a good stuff from Hippo at the moment.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's what we want to see. Bit too much turn in there. I don't know if he's going to come into the pits. Going to set a 19.8. He probably wants to go again. It's not going to get him anywhere near the top.
F1 Jacobo 2. This is a championship lobby, and no, you cannot join. There isn't any space anyway. It is full, but yeah, this is a championship lobby, not an online. Would we put this much effort if it was an online lobby? Like randomers? Really?
Oh, he's gone into the first. Oh my god, carnage! It's bumper cars.
No, this is not like that at all. Blimey. But if you want to join, I'm sure someone in the chat will assist.
Do you have Discord? Can I get a link for Discord? Or does admins have to do it?
No, they're asking him. They're asking him, you know, new driver, new driver. Oh, Dano!
That's a lovely lap from Dano.
19.3.
So we now have Lincoln. Now setting the lap. Here we go. Oh, the question is, now seeing that Dano lap from Lincoln, Lincoln's going to be thinking, oh, I've got to gain 2 tenths here. So,
hold the phone, Hippo. 2 tenths up.
Come on, Hippo.
Coming into parabolic, yeah.
He's
on a flyer.
Oh, Lincoln's done it. He's bottled it.
Bit of a jump. Is that going to affect him?
Lost time.
Lost time for that locker to 5th.
So
behind
Lincoln
him.
is that's his lap, a 19.5. He's had to pull out.
Yeah, he's had to pull out of it.
Raikkonen's going on his lap now. We're going to see Raikkonen and Tacticals both going on a lap. No, he's not. No, Tacticals is not going on a lap. So Tacticals is sitting in the 19.8. Very nice from his teammate, but I certainly feel like he could have done better with himself. Tacticals. So
you keep an eye on Raikkonen. I'll see if anybody else is on.
Locker is on lap.
Raikkonen's going to be the first one, so we'll definitely keep an eye on him because.
No, Locker. It's first.
Oh, is it Locker next?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's 3 tenths up. Hello. Hello. He's on for a 19.5. You can hook the rest of it up. Oh, when it's so close. And it's so close to the end of Ascari.
Raikkonen is 2 tenths up. Coming in out of Ascari now.
Oh.
He's going to have perfect eye. He's getting crazy slipstream from Hippo. Hippo lagged all over the shot though. Oh, didn't have to break it in.
Locker goes to 4th. It's all on Raikkonen, do you reckon?
Come very, very deep into that last corner. Probably a little bit too deep, but I think this is pole. Oh, it's not! It's so
1500! He's got so close. Sauce ain't gonna settle that. He invalidated his last run as well. Oof. So Dano in the McLaren takes pole position, but only just. Raikkonen got so close.
Yes, Dano,
That would
get
be
it
his
done.
third pole in a row, I think. Because he got pole last week, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he got pole in Hungary. That would have been 3 in a row, Raikkonen, if he just got it. Apparently Hippo was trying to give Raikkonen an assist, but didn't work. But
I mean, I
well
don't
done
think
to
there was
Dano.
any toe there. It wasn't close enough. Yeah. I tell you what, that is lovely. That is first and second, only
hundredths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thousandth. I don't know.
Right.
Well done,
What
Dano,
was
mate.
the message
Well,
I got?
hopefully you can now take this into the thing.
Okay. Going to block that one.
You're blocking people. Stop being so mean.
How do I? Oh, clear. There we go. Clear that one. Clear that one. There we go. 5 minutes okay for you to do interview. Well done, all Q3. Where's Dano? Where's Dano? I need Dano. Dano.
Dunno. Should we see if I know why, or you got him?
I got him.
Job.
So hopefully he joins now.
I probably not.
First poll apparently for Dano,
Yeah,
according to himself
is.
in the chat. So well done. And there he is.
Hello.
Put a tick in the box, Dano, please.
Yeah.
Include your audio. Okay, well, Lincoln, do you want to ask the questions or should I? Up to you.
Well, my name's Lincoln, so you can.
Bro! God!
No.
So sorry.
No, you've done it now. You can answer the question. You can ask the questions.
I'm so sorry. My excuse is I've done 3 in a row, I'm sorry. Right. My brain's all a bit messed up. Right, yes, Dano, well done on your first pole position.
That was close at the end, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1500s,
Yeah.
or 15,000s, however you want to say it. Yeah, what a way to take your first pole position in Monza as well. You're kind of showing it all throughout the qualifying. Not at the top, but obviously always just building yourself up. And that lap of 19.3 is very, very good. Did you expect that lap? Has that come out of nowhere?
Well, in time trial, I was doing 119 dead, so I knew I was somewhat around near the top somewhere, but I didn't expect pole, to be honest.
No. Is this a track that you enjoy? Are you expecting
It
to...
is one of my better ones, so I was expecting a more up there kind of finish.
Obviously, you joined quite late to the season, joined us in France, I believe. Obviously, won on your debut as well.
Yeah.
Ever since then, have been in the points solidly as well. 7th for 4th, or 7th for the 6th. So you're doing well so far. Might be able to sneak into the Race of Champions spot, the top 4 at the end, possibly, if you continue that run of form.
Hopefully at the end.
Yeah, but obviously this race is going to be difficult for you, isn't it? Because you're leading from the front first time. You've got very, very hungry drivers, all going for the championship behind you. But I guess at this point is, even if you lose the lead in like the first half a lap or so, as long as you stay in that front group, DRS around here is good. So I guess that's your objective.
Yeah. Well, I'm not great at start, so I would probably say that Raikkonen will get me off the start, but I won't. I'll try not to make it easy though, because you know it's a Ferrari.
Don't make it easy.
Wings out,
Make
here we
it
go.
easy.
Get them elbows out.
It's a Ferrari and it's Raikkonen. Don't make it easy.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
Good to hear. Yeah, what are you hoping for at this point? What's the minimum goal, basically?
All goes well, I am hoping to be in this chat again later, minimum 3rd. But if there is a little mess
Ooh,
up,
okay.
hopefully maybe 4th or 5th.
Alright.
As long as you stay in there with the front group, I think think it might all come together.
Well, anyway.
It's going to be a close one.
Yeah,
Listening to that.
See the time is going
Good
down
luck.
as well, by the way.
Keep your head down. I hope you have a good race.
Cheers.
The race is about to begin. We don't want to keep you in it too long.
Get
Good
yourself
luck, mate.
prepared. Yeah.
Cheers.
Good luck to you.
Didn't want to keep him. I saw the timer going down. I was like, quick,
I
quickly.
know, yes. Yeah, it's all good. This guy's again. I've done three races in a row and all have been dry. It's so disappointing. Anyway.
Oh, watch S04 tomorrow, mate. It'll be wet. Don't you worry about that.
It's F1 tomorrow.
Oh, Thursday.
It's my race tomorrow. I'm going to get all the wet weather, I presume. Right, 20 car grid, Rogue.
Yeah.
Take us through it, please.
So, in first we have Dano, the first pole of the season. It's
Oh, you're doing it
lovely
that
to
way,
see.
okay.
Oh, for God's sake.
So keep going, keep going.
In second we have Raikkonen. In third we have Lincoln. In fourth we have Locker. In fifth we have Hippo. In sixth we have Tacticals. In seventh we have Daniel. In eighth we have Commando. In ninth we have Source. In 10th we have Andy. In 11th we have Destroyer. In 12th we have your boy. In 13th we have Ted First. In 14th we have Buds. In 15th we have McCracken. 16th we have Mighty. Might. I don't know. In 17th we have Immortal. In 18th we have Orphan. In 19th we have Timmer. And in 20th we have our one and only Kabuki.
Kabuki. Apparently you have someone in the chat going to be joining RSF1, so yeah, hope to see you on the grid soon. F1 Jacket 02. I love it. I love it. It's like people assisting in getting into the league. Raikkonen, don't spin it under the formation. Now I saw that.
Please spin it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
And what he seen in what he saw it do it in
We have
Silverstone.
Tacticals and Commando both on the pit, on the straight. So clearly there was a little
Yeah,
incident
must
there.
have hit somebody on the formation there.
Tactical or
I'm
something.
not going to help him down to turn 1. Cold tyres and all. The
That's
only
a long run as well,
person...
isn't it, down turn 1? So
Long run, but it narrows up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
On the
definitely.
braking zones, so they've got to sort themselves out.
It's sort of
And
like
if they
an
haven't
early-
sorted
It's a
themselves...
very early braking for such a tight corner. So it's
Yeah.
you got to get it right, otherwise it's going to be a big old pile.
Oh, look at that.
You do not want to see that.
Look at the Cha-Cha train.
Yeah,
all
I
the way
know,
down.
it's very
That's brilliant.
in sync.
Uh,
What's to say?
the only person who's gone... The only person that's gone different on strategy, Rogue, is your boy Prix, medium tyres. Everyone else is on the softs.
I tell you what, your boy could be in a very good spot here, because no doubt there might be a safety car in the first 3 laps. Bear in mind how carnage this first corner can get. So if people get a little bit twitchy and change from their softs into the mediums early on, or go into the hards to try and do different strategies because the wing's broken, your boy could move up loads of positions, and he could be in a very good spot to have them softs on at the end. So he definitely will be a good, an interesting watch out of this whole race. So that's going to be good. Right, I'll let you take it away.
Right, here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix, and it is a great start from Raikkonen. He's got the initial good getaway ahead of Dano, and he's pushing alongside. There's 3 wide behind of Hippo and Lincoln. I'm trying to get a good camera angle. There's Raikkonen, I think, might take the lead.
Oh no, source of span. There's a massive pile up at the back. Don't really know
Safety
what's going
car.
on here.
Oh, goodness.
There's a lot of damage
That's
going
not-
around.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. Thankfully, safety car, everyone gets going so they can sort themselves out, but... Was it just a spin from
There's
from
loads of
Source or
penalties
something?
that's gone on.
Yeah.
We've got only Destroyer, McCracken, Mike, Tedist, and Timmer all on 5-second penalties, so they must have all been involved in this pile up.
Yep. And we'll see who has damage from all of that as well. Not what you want to see. But of course, 20 cars going into there. It's almost... I say almost inevitable that there was going to be something. I don't really see the bottom 3 have damage. Timmer has one. Bit of a clip on his front wing. Your boy, I think, as well. No, he's alright. On it, buds. There's quite a few, so we'll see who jumps in. But up at the front, Raikkonen took the lead. ahead of Dano, just eased by him just before the safety car was called.
Yeah.
The other question is anybody going to pit for hards? Because that's what happened on F2 on Sunday. Didn't work out for a few of them.
You can certainly go to the end.
Is anybody going to try it, is the question as well.
Who's brave enough, that's the question.
No one's...
I don't feel anyone at the front will probably... Well, they won't do it. Because, track position. You're not going to give up your track position to then sit in behind people and get... It's just not going to work like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think those with damage may try it.
Yeah.
Let's see what tyres they go on to.
Yeah, as you said.
Hardsfield Destroyer.
Yeah.
Andy in as well. He got caught up in something. Was he... Did he pit for damage, or is that a strategy change?
I don't know, but he's come out on the mediums.
Softs for Tedis, softs for Chronic, softs for Timmer, mediums for Orphan. Destroyer the only one on the hards. Okay, I kind of expected more than that. Can you check on the race director whether Andy pitted for damage? Because I'm not sure he did. Is he under pit stops?
No, just literally just strategy. Also seems like Tedis also pitted for strategy. Like Tedis went soft to soft, but he had a 5-second penalty, so I'd imagine he just wanted to get rid of that 5-second penalty.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, free pit stop to get rid of that 5-second. Put brand new softs on.
That's quite clever actually, because at least
he's had a strategy change, so he's gone onto the medium, just maybe thinking going to the softs at the end of the race, or try and stretch these mediums out. It'd definitely be tough. Try and stretch.
He can't get mediums to the end from there. There's no way.
There's always a way, but he's gonna be
not worth it.
Tire explosion.
It's not worth the time lost towards the end of a stint of medium tyres. Mando's in. That's the good thing about obviously a safety car being called in all of that, whatever happened in the first corner, allows everyone to reset, see, you know, at least they're still in the race, because if a safety car wasn't called, we'd have so many with damage and so many gaps, so...
Yeah. It's going to be...
as well... Go on.
It's going to be interesting how Raikkonen's going to restart this. Because it's such a long straight, he could literally just get towed easily. I remember last season here, I done carnage making me. I done a Bottas. I waited for that line.
Oh, Bottas Magello.
Yeah, I certainly waited for that line, and then I just kicked on just beforehand, just so you just get that little bit of more kick, just so you don't get towed down there. But it's so hard to not get towed down there, because you're sitting in first, you're just a sitting duck. You're just there waiting to get overtaken. And I mean, Locker and Lincoln, if they ever could go behind Dan, it could be very interesting into turn one, I might say.
There's a problem.
Safe what?
Oh, no.
What's up? Why is a car sitting on the track?
Yeah. I don't know what's happened with Mando's car there.
He was disqualified.
He was stopped in the middle of the track.
He's just been disqualified.
Yeah. Don't know what that is. Kabuki had an issue as well, and that's a shame for him as well. Right, here we go. Safety car restart. And as you said, where is Raikkonen going to bolt it? Is he going to go halfway around Parabolica?
He is. He's gone.
I think he is. There we go. He's right at the entrance,
oh no,
actually.
he's done it! Oh, he's caught it. Dano should have a brilliant run on him now. He's just literally slipped through that Parabolica.
Here we go. Back under racing. Daniel was slipping past Hippo on the restart. Hippo got a little bit caught out by it, and Daniel's just going to ease by your boys into trying to get into Nike past MT, running outside of turn one. Sweep, swoop on the medium tyres as well. Very nice.
Brilliant bit of racing. But McCracken's just taking his wing off hitting Hippo. Hippo has got a red cross on his name though. Is that for you as well?
Yeah, he is. He's jumping about. I don't think he's left the session, so I don't know what's going on. That's a real shame for him. Is he? Oh, he has DC'd. He has DC'd out the game. Can you grab him back?
Yeah.
Please. Meanwhile, Locker's got ahead of... What's happened to Dano? What's happened to Dano's dropping back as well. Where was Dano?
People leaving?
Yeah, he's at the back. I don't know what's happened to him. All of a sudden, Raikkonen's got a few seconds up front.
Missed it.
Oh, there's a slow car of Mando as well, really slow on the exit. There's some issues going on at the moment.
Yeah, there is some issues. Don't really know what's going on there.
And Locker trying to defend up on the inside of Lincoln. Lincoln trying to edge around the outside. Gonna get the inside for the second part. Nope.
God, we have 4 going into a corner, into the first corner.
What is... I really don't know what's going on, to be
Dano's
honest.
left the
There's yellow
session.
flags all over. Who else?
Dano.
I don't think he has.
It's just said he left session for me. Oh,
Yeah.
Chronic Buds has just span it. Tim's gone straight into him. Same with Orphans, I think.
Virtual safety car as well. All getting a bit messy, I
I don't really
think.
know what's going on with this. I don't know if the lobby's messing up or anything. I'm not too sure.
As long as everyone can get back in and sort themselves out, then we can continue. Another virtual safety car. Raikkonen currently has near a 3-second lead ahead of Locker in front of him. Being challenged by Lincoln and Tacticals right behind. Then you got Daniel into 5th. Kraken 6th. Your boy Prix is doing wonders on those medium tyres at the moment. 7th in the lead pack. Kraken's in with that damage that he got from Hippo. They're back underway.
And he's pitted again. Oh, they're going to double stack, Renault. Going to lose a lot of time as Kraken's going to serve his 5 second as well.
Oh.
Kraken has gone on to the hard, so he's going to the end.
What is going on at the back here? Destroyer's gone with Chronic. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gather it together. And both Renaults have been caught up in something. Destroyer's had an off at the last corner. And gather ourselves together. But at the moment, Raikkonen is just clear off and comfortable at the moment ahead of this trio of cars. Yeah, it's all spread out a little bit because of all that, but we're back underway. It's beginning lap 7. And your boy Nat Williams, Rogue, mediums now up to 6th. He's not that far behind. If he can keep up pace with these, he can be scoring quite well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can get into the mix of these top 5. Softs at the end are going to just be rapid for him.
Doing very well, but this battle for second.
I certainly feel like
Locker
Locker is holding these two up a little bit. I think they're struggling to get past.
All the tacticals. Nearly running it a bit too much into the Roger. Yeah, Raikkonen is near 3.5 seconds up the road. I think you've got a good run out of the Lesmos, but not Lincoln. The tacticals. I keep saying Lincoln. Why do I keep saying Lincoln's name? It's in my head.
Friends.
Oh,
Tacticals
tip low. Daniel's on him.
sucks all that dirty air out there. Daniel should have the run.
Daniel.
Daniel should make the move. It's going to be have to be around the outside.
Trying to hold it.
Back out of it. He needs to full accelerate getting down this straight. He should get him. Right, he hasn't had a good exit as tacticals, but
He uses the RS.
he needs to stay behind him a bit more. Lincoln's having a go
Lincoln,
on Locker. He's made the move. Yeah, he's made it. Locker's trying to get the switch back, but he's giving a little tap at the bottom.
He didn't get damage from that, did he?
I don't think so.
No, none of them did. Oh, this is just allowing Raikkonen just to clear off up the front, but I don't think they care at this point.
Very deep into that corner by Lincoln though, allowing Locker to have a go at the inside, but he has pulled out of it. So it's probably a little bit more safer than he could have been there.
Whatever's happened at the back end of the field, real confusion. There's cars off everywhere.
Tedis has made a boy and his teammate your boy. So Tedis is now back into it. Tedis, see these two here after all the battling up there. Look how close they are now. They're literally right in the mix of it. Tedis and your boy. Same with
yeah, doing well.
MT the Might.
Yeah.
Come
whatever's happened in the
choo-choo train in a minute.
Whatever's happened in the bottom half of the field, Rogue, it's another bad race for Renault.
Locker has gone
Locker,
into the pits.
Yeah. Seems really early for mediums, I must say. Ah, yeah, hard tyres. Bit conservative, but he obviously doesn't trust the mediums or trying to get to them. So hard tyres. They've got a gap over the rest of the grid, so yeah, maybe he's thinking, I just want solid points here.
Yeah.
Source, none of that. Please think about whether you make a decision like that. Just calm yourself down. It's just one of those races.
Yes!
It's just...
It's fine.
It's this all thing...
Racing point, here I come.
No, bro. No, we don't want anybody to leave.
No, it's joking.
Come on. No. So what? Oh, Tactical's massive moment for Ascari. He's not liking Ascari at all. Daniel's going to be on him again. Trying to keep up with Lincoln, but he keeps having a bit of a moment. No, Source, I would just take a breather, play something else, something you enjoy.
Daniel should have a
little bit of a
massive run
breather.
at Tacticals. Tacticals has gone into the pits. Clearly his tyres are really loose.
Now is he going to go on the hards as well? Follow what Locker did?
I'll watch. No, he's gone into the mediums.
Mediums, okay. He's trusting his tyre wear, going for the aggressive option.
Be very interesting to see where when Raikkonen pits and where it come out.
Yeah. I mean, at this stage, he's in complete control because of all the battling that Lincoln, Daniel, and Locker have had.
Yeah. Tedis is just moving closer and closer though, each lap. So it's got fresher tyres at the end of the day. So Locker has got a 3-second time penalty though.
Yeah.
Oh, Lincoln caught it.
Daniel keeps on.
Daniel has a massive
catching...
run on Lincoln though. He's made the move early.
Yeah, Daniel keeps on benefiting from people having moments at Ascari. We're into second. Is he going to be pitting anytime soon? Tedis is all over them.
So these are both.
Raikkonen pits.
Oh, he's not.
Daniel pits. Nearly breaks in front of Lincoln,
Jesus.
and that's really.
Now
Tedis is going to take the lead.
That's probably not what Lincoln wanted, really, thinking about it.
No, he's still going to fight it, I think. Tedis gives in the room, but moves into the lead
That's
for now.
good driving by them too. Every job of both.
Raikkonen onto mediums, Daniel onto hards. Raikkonen comes out. Where's he come out? Oh, just
9th.
behind the battling Timmer and Orphan.
See, that could slow them up big time, couldn't it?
Oh,
Probably not
he's
what
got
he
ahead of
wants.
Locker. And Daniel's come out behind Tactical. Daniel's had a massive moment. Oh, it's contact between him and Dano. Out of the first chicane. And Daniel has got huge damage, as has Dano. The two Daniels have connected.
That's not good for Daniel because he looked very, very good going into after that pit. He was looking very good going into that pit, wasn't he?
Yeah. Lincoln again nearly losing it. He's got a pit.
Yeah, I reckon this will probably be the time he pits. Otherwise, he's going to lose too much time. I'd imagine Ted is probably going to pit soon as well.
Yeah, in goes Lincoln. Williams 1-2 now. And of course, Teddis can go a little bit longer, can't he? Because he was outside the top 10.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's not even a case of outside the top 10. He re-pitted again, didn't he? He put new softs on because of that 5-second time penalty. So he's going to have fresh softs from, well, yeah, 9 laps. So they're going to go another couple of laps because they're fresh. They'll probably go about 12 laps good, I'd probably say. Depends how much the time difference going to be. So from leader, it's only 17 seconds in front of Raikkonen. So it's not long enough because obviously the pits are around about 20 odd seconds, aren't they, in Monza? It's probably not going to be enough. How long are these pits? I don't.
20 odd seconds. Tacticals is having a bit of a lag jump as well, which is really putting off Lincoln. Lobby hasn't been great today.
No, hasn't.
Or worse than usual. There's been the odd disconnects here and there, but there's been multiple things today. It's not great.
Hippo does look a little bit slippy coming through. Through Scarry. Is it Scarry? Yeah.
Raikkonen on the back of Timmer, of course. Raikkonen on much fresher tyres. Timmer, 9-lap softs, will be pitting any time soon. It's not what Raikkonen needs. He kind of wants to.
So coming in the pits
inside,
now,
Timmer might want to pit.
We've got Empty, the Might, Immortal, and Hippo all in the pits currently. Raikkonen's made a massive move on Timmer there, though.
Yeah. He does it. He's ERS and DRS, so he's now just got the 2 Williams ahead of him, which, when they pit, he'll be into the lead, and he's got a couple of seconds now to Locker, who's on the hards. And in fact, his nearest rival again, like last week, is Tacticals at this point. Until that point, safety car.
Now that, I tell you what,
Destroyer's lost it.
Teddis big time. If Teddis can get round fairly fast, get in them pits, he could come out first. Because your boy should.
There's Destroyer.
Your boy could probably pit and go into hards. Obviously he can't go on another set of mediums because he has to change tyres, and softs will not last 15 laps.
No, it's kind of not really helped his race, has it? He has to go to hards.
Where Teddis is helped massively.
Mediums, yeah.
Is he going to pit? That is the question. He is going to pit, so he's now going to get double stacked as well. So
double stack.
So, unfortunately, it's not going to help him. He could have probably held up a little bit more, but.
That's a second safety car today.
Teddis is coming out, so it'd be interesting to see where he does come out. He's going to come out into second, I think. He has. So now that is brought Teddis into this race with that safety car. Big time.
From
Teddis started
13th.
Yeah. He did.
That's what 2 safety cars does. What's the benefit for Locker's now into third, but of course he's on the hards.
Yeah.
Tacticals is back in, Lincoln's back in. Your boy has gone to softs. Not even fresh.
Potentially.
Oh, they'll be horrible the last 4 or 5 laps.
Thing is though,
he'd be quick.
He's going to be behind the safety car for 3 laps.
Aye.
So if he keeps them easy, if he keeps them nice and cool. Try not to abuse them too much around these safety cars. Yeah, it could work.
Easier said than done, because he's got to make progress, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is the thing though, Tedist and Immortal both had brilliant races. Like Immortal now into 7th after starting in 17th. So, that's a great start for him. It's good to actually see him up there now as well. Hopefully nothing happens to him in this race. He doesn't have much luck, has he?
No. I'll tell you what this also does. It brings back several people who have had a hard time in this race at the moment. Hippo, for one, had that disconnect. Dano's back into it, and both Renaults. Both Renaults can now, we know the pace they have.
Yeah.
This is damage imitation for them. How far can they get up into the top 10?
Yeah, that is it. Like, I know, like looking on this grid, there's definitely people they can get up and get over, sort of thing.
This is going to be an almighty battle for the lead between Tedis and Raikkonen. Both must know by probably their engineers, their teammates, or assistants or the chat that both Renaults are 15th and 16th. In particular, Andy, championship leader, is the last car running on track. These two,
1 point.
A win for them. A win for either brings them right within striking distance of Andy going into Singapore.
Well, a win for them is 25 points. So if Raikkonen wins, he's only going to be 12 points behind.
Oof.
And if Tedis wins, he's only 13 behind Andy. But this is the thing though. Like you got Tedis who's on fresh mediums, and then you got Raikkonen who's on 3-lap old mediums. So it's going to be very interesting because the tyres, obviously Tedis tyres are going to be a lot nicer to. Oh, that was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be a lot nicer to race on towards the end. They're going to have more speed towards the end. It just depends how much he, what's the word? How much he drives, how much he rags them. Is that the right word? Rags them? Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard?
The thing
it's how hard he wants to drive them. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing, Tedis and Raikkonen both got to bear in mind. Second would still be good.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk dropping out of that when they got both the Renaults in an opportunity for them to gain points on them. And of course, if something does happen, who's there to pick up the pieces?
This is very, very
tacticals
close.
Behind.
This is very slow.
Oh my goodness, Raikkonen, what are you doing? He want to cause issues, doesn't he? I mean, he can go at any pace he wants.
In all fairness, he's moving forward, so it's not. This isn't wrong, but it's very slow.
Oh, there he goes. That's the reason why. He want to catch everyone out. And he's caught Tedis way off. Jesus. I've never seen a gap so big after a safety car. Wow.
Maybe even a 2-second gap there.
Yeah, it's caught several others off guard as well. Yeah, Raikkonen's gone up the road. In fact, Tedis might have Locker on his case.
Does, no, Locker's backed out of it. But Tacticals are coming on the inside of Locker. Locker's given no space, having none of it. Get them elbows out, lad. That's how we love it. Well done.
He's on hard tyres, he's going to have to.
But your boy now's going to have a run on Lincoln, being on these fresh softs. He should be a lot faster coming into this next corner. He is, he's going for it on the outside. This is going to be very interesting. Will he go? He is giving a little tap, but he's going to have to go around the exit. He's now going to chuck his way back on the track. He nearly hit Immortal. Oh, that was very close. Jesus, wet.
Lincoln maybe could have given him a bit more room, but
I don't think he could. He was literally on the edge looking at that.
Yeah. That's why Raikkonen done the restart he did. He's out of DRS already. 1.7.
Keeping it nice and easy through there. It's lovely.
Boy, Pru's got a penalty for Ascari.
Should have a run on Locker, but no, obviously no DRS. He's not opening his ERS either, so he's not using anything there. Maybe he's all saving it all for this straight here.
Orphan at the back's had a bit moment for Ascari.
Tacticals is using his overtake here, but he's not gaining anything on Locker.
if he wants to challenge Tedis and potentially help his teammate, or even pass his teammate for the win, he's got to pass Locke as soon as possible. More yellow flags. That's... Oh, it's Chronic. He's retired it in the bits, I think.
Dano though, Dano's
he's
gone
got
up 4. He's in 13th on the safety car reside. So's McCracken. McCracken was last, up to 12th now. So.
And Andy though's not really making any progress, is he?
I think he's struggling.
Cracking it while making the
really
moves.
Struggling.
Yeah. Cracker's got a penalty. In fact, all the ones in front of him do. Plays on the back of Immortal, trying to get 7th from him.
Currently, it seems like there's a bit of a train of people not in DRS.
Yeah.
Like,
DRS now enabled. Raikkonen again has got back into that gap of just over 2 seconds. He's in control. I feel like rather than Tedis trying to put Raikkonen under pressure, he's under pressure from Locke and Tacticals. I still think if Tacticals can just get by.
Yeah, I certainly feel like that safety car restart shocked Tedis. I don't think he expected him to go that early.
No.
It's caused him a hell of a lot of problems because now he's backed up into the. It's technically a battle for second, really, now, isn't it? Between 4 cars. So, potentially even 5.
Yeah, I have to say Locke is doing very well on those halves just to keep Tacticals, Lincoln, and your boy Bat, but he's just had another massive moment for Ascari. It's not like that corner at all. So Lincoln's going to be on him. Andy time penalty. Yeah, just Andy's just not moving through. He's stuck behind a train of cars as well. Here goes Lincoln. Tacticals slightly lagging a bit.
Yeah, he's got past him. Breaking late. It looks like, oh my Jesus. Certainly is lagging Tacticals.
Tactical's been a bit jumpy.
Jesus,
trying to make a move and he outside.
This is horrible to watch.
Yeah.
This internet. How does he do it?
I know.
Oh my God.
For a move here.
Oh my Jesus.
Lincoln's like, I just want to get away from this.
Yeah.
The boy's got to get through as well.
Replay as well though.
So Lincoln's
a little bit laggy. Tactical's having a red bar on his name now.
In general, I mean, the last few weeks it's been okay. Like it's stabilised. Like just tonight, it's gonna be.
Don't know if there's a problem with actual Xbox.
Xbox hasn't been completely smooth for the last couple of days. Tactical's another time penalty. Well, that's this first actually. So Hippo, who's just been passed by Immortal. Oh no!
He's now dead.
He's now, yeah. I was literally going to say at that point he doesn't have a penalty. He might benefit from all that. Nope. Is that another safety car?
Might.
Ah, what a shame for Hippo. He's been through all of that in this race and no points for him as your boy moves by Tacticals. Now with that, only the top 2 and Daniel don't have a penalty, the rest do. Blocker has 6, Mighty has 5, and the rest are 3.
Yeah.
Gap at the top has shrunk a little bit.
It's not. It's very what's the word? It's just an easy race to watch. Like, there's not particularly much going on, as in like battling. Like, they're all sort of staying the same distance away from each other, aren't they? So it'd be interesting to see if Tedis can close that gap up, bring the others behind with him as well.
Yeah, gap was 2.1 and it's now 1.4.
Yeah, it's definitely closing.
Dano with a penalty, he's now on 6 seconds. And as he was saying under the safety car, the most recent one, Pettis was on fresh mediums and Raikkonen had 3 laps. The longer this race gets to the end, the more of advantage Pettis has on his fresher tyres.
Yeah. Certainly does. Yeah, he's got 3 laps on him, so...
So your boy Prix now has to pit these drivers off one by one. He's got Lincoln now just ahead, who he's tried to get by through the Roger earlier, found it more difficult to pass. Of course we know that Lincoln is going to make this as wide as possible.
He's going to get them airplane wings out.
Oh, Locker.
That's another penalty for Locker. That's 9 penalties, 9 seconds now.
That's going to drop him well back, unfortunately, because of how that may not keep him in the points. Both Renaults, 9th and 10th now, they're in the points.
Oh, Andy's made a hell of a jump.
Well, Andy just got by Kraken, and I think he may have...
Daniel now just jumped thingy.
Was there a bit of a argy-bargy between the two Renaults? They were quite close.
Internet just nearly span out bloody Immortal. It just caused, I'm fairly sure it's just caused damage to Immortal. That is just ruined, probably has ruined his race. People's internet though.
Yeah. Immortal's just going to hold off Dano, I think.
He's not going to be happy.
Oh.
Dano's got the switchback. That's a great move from Dano. Oh no! Immortal's lost it on the no tractions coming out. He's got too much acceleration on there.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Really in front of Orphan. Jesus.
Oh, jeez, I sweat. Well, after
yeah,
that,
now he's got damage.
Pettis has now gone on to 1.2 seconds behind. He's gained a lot more.
Yeah, have a battle for the win. Dano's got by Tactical. Tacticals is dropping by. This hasn't had the pace now in this last stint. That's it to 2. That's MT the Mighty. Oh, he's dropped at the edge of the Lesmos.
Pettis is now in DRS, so Raikkonen's dropping off quite a lot. I don't know. I don't really understand why he's dropping off. I don't know if he's got any damage. I don't think he has. There's no walls for him to get damage. Certainly in contention though.
The boy Prix is still hanging in there. He's now behind Locker, and now you can see the front two ahead of him. Of course, this penalty is going to hamper it a little bit. Of course, he's got his teammate as well.
Yeah, but that penalty, like Locker at the moment, is just getting pushed straight out. So this could technically be a 2-3 for
Here comes your
Williams.
boy. A bit of ERS.
He's made the
Locker
move. That's a lovely
slightly.
move. But is Locker going to give it up? He isn't. He's giving your boy a little bit of a tap. But your boy did make it work.
Yeah, he couldn't get the exit out the chicane. He's still trying to stick with him.
Right on his tail end.
Now remember, actually, we were questioning whether your boy's tyres would last towards the end. This is at the point where they might start to drop off a bit. This way Lincoln,
being 8 laps
Locker
in,
can come back.
He's got another 4 laps to go, so he's definitely. I reckon 12 laps he could definitely do soft and fresh. So, be interesting.
I've only seen 9 or 10 so far. It's at this point where it started off. I mean, at this point, even if he gets passed by Locker, he'll have Locker on penalties, and I think he's got a gap to Lincoln. So he can still hold him up. He can still get third out of this. And he's moved himself into 7th and is pressurising Dano. I think actually he'll get Dano on penalties, so in fact... Yeah, sorry for Hippo Tacticals as well. Apparently he's been kicked and cannot join back in. So, what a shame for Tacticals.
It's a lobby team a little bit. If it's lobby, I think it might just be Xbox in general.
Or a bit of both.
Yeah.
Or all the above. How many warnings is Raikkonen on currently? Because of course a penalty at this point would change everything.
Raikkonen.
He's just hovering over a second. He can't get into DRS.
Just the one.
It's the one. They're going to have a slow tacticals. That's nothing tacticals can do. This is just the game has just sent its AI card. They're going to have to watch out to see where he is.
He's standing on the side. It's actually
off the
sitting
racing line. Good.
here. Might not be in a minute though.
I don't like that at all.
Might not be for the back end boys because I'm going to be close to that corner.
Again, that shouldn't do that. Should just...
Yeah, here we go. Oh my god! You see that with Andy Yurskin?
You're right.
I mean, it was millimetres.
It's not what you want to contend with about... How much EOS is Raikkonen on? 24%.
Look, with another penalty.
All he has to do is get within that DRS. He's so close.
2 laps, can he now give it everything? He's got loads of DRS, so he just needs to start going for it. He needs to start chucking everything into it. There's no holding back now. You haven't got anything to lose. You've not got no penalties. You've got no warnings. So just go for it. He really needs that DRS.
Blocker's got another penalty. He's now on 12 seconds. That will drop him outside the points, unfortunately. Raikkonen trying to break the slipstream at the end, and Tedis is now within that second. So he's... As long as he can stay within the second of...
It's crucial through these...
On this lap.
It's crucial through these lower gear corners that Tedis is using his overtake from 3rd to 6th gear. That's going to give him a huge boost out of them corners. It's going to give him a lot more time. Because if Raikkonen's not doing that, and if he's trying to save ERS a little bit more, which he's not, I don't think, but it's just going to give him a bit more of a punch out of them corners, just get him a little bit closer. So, he's now in his DRS though, so this is now going to get interesting.
Yep. Not using it. Yeah, DRS there, he didn't use it.
I don't know, maybe he was just out of it.
And again, we'll go back to the tyres. 14 laps against 11.
Yeah.
Raikkonen is going to be under pressure on this last lap.
Yeah, he is. Certainly is.
Oh, here we go. On to the last lap.
This is where he's got to give everything for
this.
it. He's got no DRS Raikkonen, so.
Oh, he's closing Tedis. I think he's going to have him. I think he's going to have him to the inside.
He's got him. Oh no, he's broke really early.
Raikkonen a late break. A little bit of a lock off on Tedis, trying to go on the outside, and he takes the lead.
He's got it. What a move! Great.
Beautiful. What a move from Tedis. Good from Raikkonen to try and fight it, but also give the room. But decisive. A decisive move from Tedis.
I feel like Raikkonen's tyres definitely dropped off big time. He's also low on fuel, Raikkonen, so I don't know if he had to fuel save there a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's dropped off big time now. Tedis has already got out that DRS, so this is Tedis' race to win now. He's just got to make sure he keeps it nice and clean for these last 2 corners.
Don't get a penalty. Don't get a penalty now, Tedis.
Don't jinx him, Jesus. Leave the man. Look, he's getting nervous.
He ran so deep into his car. Jesus Christ. Raikkonen's not giving it up.
Here we go, your boy is getting a little bit of a run on Raikkonen. I don't know if he's close enough to go through to get this, but he's giving it everything.
Got a penalty anyway.
Oh yeah, oh I got so excited.
Yeah. But Tedis comes out the last corner, parabolic, and takes the win in Monza. How crucial is that going to be in the grand scheme of things? Raikkonen in second, splits a Williams 1-3. What a result for the pair of them. Lincoln fourth. Locker
ended up
actually
fifth.
managed to hold on to fifth, despite the 12 seconds. That's pretty good. Andy, a good recovery up to sixth. Dano 7th, Daniel 8th, McCracken 9th, Timmer in the points in 10th. Orphan, Immortal and Mighty rounds up the top 13.
I do feel sorry for Immortal because he was right up there, and then tacticals.
Oh, tacticals as well. Hippo, Source as well. Didn't have the luck today, but I think, I know it's not been brilliant, the issues we've had in this lobby, and it's unfortunate for those that got caught up in it, but that move from Tedis and Raikkonen into the first corner. Somewhat worth it.
Yeah, I said, didn't I? I said he had to give everything for that the lap, penultimate lap, and he certainly did.
Again, credit to Raikkonen for giving him the room to work it into it, but as I said, that could be crucial in the championship, the grand scheme of things. I think Tedis goes back ahead of Raikkonen.
Yeah.
Because Raikkonen did overtake him in Belgium, and they've both closed in on Andy. Not as much as they thought they would. And to be honest, what I thought they would after the safety car restart. But Andy still managed to claw something back in sixth place. It's still 8 points, yeah. So again, that 6th place from Andy when it could have been, you know, that could have been what, 12th, 13th?
Yeah.
So that could be crucial as well. But look at that, Williams 12th and 13th on the podium. Safety cars, yes, and stuff, yes, but still to keep your head and keep out of trouble. Very good.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should invite a couple of people.
Here we are. So that is Ted's 3rd win. That's his 1st win since Baku.
Ted first.
Ted first. Ted first is first, yeah. Raikkonen 2nd.
I think TikTok is messing
boy.
up because Blank just joined the party for me.
Blank.
Blank.
Yeah. Jeez, I didn't think I was going to get past you. Sorry about that.
Right, include your audio, please. Rogue, how do you want to do this?
If you want, I'll do 3. You do 2, and we both do first if you want.
Okay, yeah. Do.
Yeah.
Wait, so I do 3rd, you do 2nd, we do 1st together.
I'll do 3rd.
Okay, go ahead.
Let you do Raikkonen as he's your best buddy.
Wow.
Right, your boy. Well, personally, I think this is probably one of the best races I've seen you racing this season. You started in where did quali? You was out of top.
I think
in quali.
13th.
Myself and Tedis were 12th and 13th, or 13th and 14th.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure which one.
13th. Yeah. So you started quite deep into the pack. So obviously the carnage in the first corner could have messed up quite a lot in the race. But on their mediums, we were talking about you at the start of this. You was the only person to go on the mediums to try the different strategy, and clearly that strategy has paid off. You've had a brilliant race, and I feel like 3rd place is definitely chose for it.
Yeah, 100%. I was actually I'm not sure, do you remember, there was a safety car at the end of lap 1, and I was actually 16th at the end of lap 1, and Tedest was even further back, and he was like 18th. So the fact that the two of us have managed to come through the field for a double podium from where we were at the end of lap 1, yeah, we're both very happy. It's just, we have to give a bit of praise to the second safety car when the two of us were running out in front. That really changed the race for the two of us, because obviously half their pit stop time, so 100% without that second safety car I don't think either of us would have been where we are. But with the safety car, definitely helped us get some good points back on Ferrari, good points back on Renault in the championship, because we needed it. And yeah, like you said, it's my best result since Monaco, so it's been a while since I've scored good points, so I'm just happy to be back up on the podium.
Yeah, congratulations, mate. Certainly. Yeah, saying about that second safety car, this is what I said in the actual race. I said at time it's gonna slow everyone else down. It literally just gave you two the opportunity just to move up the grid, fight down the simple fact of a safety car. So put you in contention with obviously Raikkonen, who had an absolute wicked restart. But yeah, I think you had a brilliant race. Good points for next. Good points 100%. Going in.
Just after the safety car, obviously with the way the game is, I had to back off and leave about a 5 or 6 second gap. So I feel like I actually could have been, because I only came out 2 seconds behind someone after the safety car, so I actually could have been higher up. But just with the way that the game is, obviously you have to leave a gap so you don't get held up. So I had to back off my delta about 5 or 8 seconds, and just leave that gap. But yeah, 100%, and especially, well, the two lads will talk about it, but watching the two of them fighting from behind, once I got into 3rd place past Locker, watching the two of them fight, it was kind of, I was hoping that I could close and get in the DRS, but
yeah,
the two of them held their tyres well, and the pace was too good for me to get into the battle. But yeah, very happy with P3.
So going on to next week, I think it's Singapore. Am I correct? Is it Singapore? Yeah. So Singapore next week. What do you make of Singapore?
I actually really enjoy the track. I feel like it's, obviously people are like, oh, it's very similar to Monaco, it's a straight circuit, it's hard to overtake, but I actually enjoy driving it as much as any track. I think there's a lot of different sectors, there's some straights, high speed, low speed, so I enjoy the track, and hopefully we can carry this form, because I remember the last time I got a podium in Monaco, my form dipped for quite a while, so I'm hoping that myself and Tedis can put a run together and try to get this Constructors' Championship, because obviously we've got some good points tonight, closed on the two in front, so hopefully we can get the hours in practice and start closing that gap and make the end of the season exciting for everyone watching.
Yeah, that's always good to hear, mate. Well, congratulations on tonight.
Thank you very much.
Michael, do you want to add anything else?
Yeah, you mentioned it just now. I just took a look at the constructors, which we forgot to mention. So, pretty slap of the wrist to the pair of us.
Sure, drop that one.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge for constructors, because you were. If I go back to it, you were 116 points behind Renault. Obviously, Renault had a very difficult race. They got something, but you put yourself right in with a chance if, as you say, continue the momentum. So, yeah, good result for yourself and for Williams. So, very well done. And from, as you said, 18th at the end of the first safety car, 13th on the grid as well. Sums up this race really, but you kept out of trouble, and that's very well deserved.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Alright, heading on to 2nd place. Raikkonen.
Hi.
Yet another Ferrari that was slightly scuppered by the safety car, because I remember last night with I can't think who it was. Swift, who was in the Ferrari, was controlling the race, similar to you. Late safety car cost him, and but still, you were having a good battle with Tedist. And I've got to say, of course, there were slight issues with the lobby today, but I think the battle with you and Tedist, or Ted first, got into that. The last stint, the last few laps was a pleasure to watch, and the conclusion as well, because as much as you've got to give credit to Tedis' move on the first chicane, we've got to give credit to you for giving him the room and fighting it, and still giving him room to work it as well. So congratulations to yourself. Your form continues as well, 2 wins and a 2nd place And because of Andy's very difficult race, both you and Tedist are back into this championship, going into a run of interesting races. Of course, Singapore next. So you're still going to be happy with it. I know you got it. Probably you lost the victory, but still, second's not too bad, is it?
It's not too bad, but at the end of the day, you know, Ted First actually benefited majorly out of the safety car. I was actually quite worried that he was going to come out in front of me at the safety car, but obviously I just drove past the pit line, thank Christ, and then managed to bolt away, catch everyone up in at the second safety car restart. But for Ted First tyres being slightly younger than mine was starting to like drop off a little bit. I wasn't getting optimum pace from him. So I did well to hold him back as much as I did. Shame I couldn't come back on the final few corners and that lot, but I literally burnt all my excess fuel.
Yeah, obviously you tried your hardest to keep the victory, which would have been sweet because it would have been 3 in a row.
Hat-trick of wins would have been very nice.
Yeah, and obviously the win in front of the Tifosi as well, the Ferrari. I know you were looking forward to it, and again, second is good. Singapore, next time out, very, very demanding track, very long race as well. You've got to have your endurance and your concentration up as high as it possibly can be. Very different to this track as well. What's your thoughts heading into next race? Could even rain as well, which would be
very interesting indeed, whether it rains.
Worse or better, depending on what side you're on.
For me, a lot better. Singapore, intermediate conditions would be absolutely optimum, but hey, it could be absolutely downpour. But who knows? I like Singapore. It's fast. It's got fast areas and very technical areas as well. Keeps you on spot, catches people out. You know, just get a good result. Keep me nose in the championship fight.
Definitely, and as long as you keep yourself in it, I mean, it's all closed up. And he's on a bit of a rough patch at the moment. You're on a bit of a good patch, so who knows? It could swing into your favour the last few races as well. And you're firmly in that race of champion spot as well.
Yep.
Just to add everything else into that, so all good stuff. All exciting. I hope it goes down to the wire myself. So we'll see what happens.
Well, normally the ones that you commentate on, Brundle, they go down to the wire.
Oh yeah, F4 last season as well, and
season 1
before that. So yeah.
Do you know why?
So we'll see.
It's because we bring all the love, so everyone just loves the race.
Bring all the love. Bring the drama. Anyway, hold on, Raikkonen. We'll head off to our race winner. Tedis, do you want to start things off, Rogue?
Yeah, I don't mind. Come on, sign off. Firstly, I'd like to say congratulations. What a race for you. Obviously, same with your boy. Qualifying probably didn't go as planned. And then obviously his first safety car on lap 1 with a big old incident in turn 1. Well, I don't really know what happened, but I'd like to find out. After that, you kept your head down, moved up positions, and it was very interesting because you pitted on lap 1 to get rid of that 5-second penalty, didn't you? Because you went from soft to softs. So that was a very interesting strategy. And then you sort of just come from nowhere to first. And then that safety car came out and just completely saved your whole race. Like, because you would, if you pitted, you'd have probably come out about 5th, 6th, maybe further back into the grid. And yeah, that safety car really just gave you absolutely everything. Created like a wonderful drive into something even better, and finally gave you a race win in a couple of weeks. Was it a couple of weeks?
I can't remember, to be honest. Yeah, probably.
Michael, when was his last win?
Baku.
Baku, yeah. Sorry,
More than a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that's more like a couple of weeks ago then. Yeah, so overall though, mate, you had a brilliant drive. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I've got to go for it in my head again now. Yeah, I pitted the first lap to get rid of that 5-second penalty. That was your boy's idea. I didn't even think of that, to be honest. That was his idea, so that was a good shout. And then, yeah, like the first couple of laps when I came back out, I don't know, there's a bunch of cars in front of me, all just going slow for some reason, so I just ducked down the inside of them. And then they seemed to be battling behind me, which let me just go on ahead. And then before I knew it, I was in first position. The safety car came out. It was just amazing. I was hoping to come out in front of Raikkonen, but I didn't time it right.
Yeah, it was very close. It was very, very close. I'll let Michael carry on.
Yeah. Thank you, Rogue. Yeah, first win since Baku. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks ago. So it's nearly 2 months ago since your last victory. And I remember that particular race. You kept a wise head on, like this one as well. Kept yourself out of trouble. As I said to Rogue from like outside the top 10, let's take us through qualifying first. That seemed very unfortunate that you were knocked out in Q2 because of how close it was. I think it was like 2/10 from 4th to 13th where you were. So, yeah. Did you not hook up the lap as best you can, or was it, as I said, just got caught out by the pace?
It was that last chicane where I lose it because I just went into it too cautious, just in case I did invalidate the lap. I should have just attacked it, seen what happened, but I think that's probably where I lost my time. Otherwise I could have probably been up there. Any place I can think of.
Yeah, obviously take away qualifying, obviously into the race itself to pick your way through certain situations as well. And then when you were in with a chance of a win, obviously that safety car restart caught you a little bit surprised, the way Raikkonen did that before Parabolica.
Yeah.
But you must have known, obviously you were on fresher tyres and gradually put the close the gap down. And take us through the manoeuvre you did onto the first corner, because I labelled it as decisive.
I had to do it. If I didn't get past him on that corner, I would have been second. That was it. I don't think I'd have got past any other part of the lap. I had good pace and I knew I could brake well into that corner, so I just went for it.
Yeah, very, very, very good. Obviously, as I said,
also,
credit to Raikkonen for giving you.
You know you can trust racing against Raikkonen, so
yeah,
you feel like you can go for it.
Yeah, so good stuff. Going into Singapore next week, obviously we did the calculations in our head, and I said under the safety car restart, result for both of you brings you right back into Andy. Obviously Andy recovered to 6th in the end, but you still close the gap. You're both within striking distance, especially yourself now with that win. Singapore next.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I hate it. So it's one of my worst tracks. I hate it.
So I guess in that one, in that regard, it's get the best result you can in Singapore. You never know, you could win it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just stay out of trouble. Just try and be as consistent as I can. I can't even get a setup for that track. It does my head in. We'll see.
That'll be definitely interesting. Well done on your win. That's your 3rd win of the season, so congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
As I said, closes it all up in the championship, which is all great for us as neutrals. So
good.
Well done. And as I mentioned to Rogue, a good team result as well for Williams.
Yeah, thanks to you, boy.
Right, there we have it. There has been the Italian Grand Prix for F5. Wow, Rogue. That definitely spices up both championships as well. Closes everything up. We love to see it. We've only got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races to go. Some quite notable, some quite demanding tracks coming up next as well. In particular, the next 3, Singapore, Russia and Japan.
Yep.
Who knows, by the end of the Japan it could be changed again, so yeah, have another challenger coming into it.
Well, if the races carry on, like the last 2 races, it's gonna be spicy towards the end of this season. It's getting closer than it ever has been. Got a couple of people dropping off, a couple of people picking up, so it'd be interesting to see if Andy starts coming back into like the podium places. Same with McCracken as well, because obviously you got Ted First, Raikkonen, McCracken, and Andy all so close to each other for this title straight away. So yeah, obviously we've got that, and then we've got the constructors was also ever so close as well. So
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting. We're going to look forward to it. I hope everyone else is as well.
You know what my ideal scenario would be?
Oh no!
Abu Dhabi, we get into the last race.
All
and
down
we
to the
have-
winner. All down to the winner.
Yeah, and then we have 3 drivers as well, and 3 teams. Like we have, say, top of my head, we have Andy, Raikkonen, and Tedist for the drivers, and we got Williams, Ferrari, Renault for the constructors.
I tell you what, you wouldn't want to slip out there, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Heads getting cut off all over the place.
But that we'll see what happens. We've got to let it all play out. Got to let it all play out and see what happens.
Yeah.
So, Singapore next. Can't wait for that. So, that has been the F5 Grand Prix. Thank you for your company, Vogue.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right. As for the rest of this week, we have 2 more races to go around Monza. We have the F1 boys out there tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Blazer Guns and Hippo taking you through the action, and then F4 is Mega Centurion and Lincoln back in the box to finish off the week in F4, where the championship, where you have, I think it's about 30 points separating 5 of them. That's a ridiculous championship, and of course make sure you join us for that one as well before we head to Singapore week. Should be an interesting one, but until then, take care of yourselves, and good night, and see you next time.